It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Einsiedler and it's a bottle of their Winterbock Zwickel. It's 6.2% ABV. I'm going to say dark, delightful looking beer. 500ml bottle, or it should be a dark, delightful looking beer. Here's the bottle cap. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. I want to see let's get this beer. Oh, look at the smoke on the bottle opening. I want to say a massive thank you to Sebastian in Germany for sending me this beer. Thank you very much, Sebastian. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. We've got a 2 to 3 finger, slightly off-white head. Good levels of carbonation. It's a slightly hazy looking beer, but that's all good. It's okay. I mean, where am I with this? Sometimes I get it right with the German beers, sometimes I don't quite get it right. I suppose a Winterbock, it could be, I was expecting it to be darker. I was expecting it to be a lot darker than that. Bock meaning strong, so it doesn't have to be, but my kind of limited understanding on German beer is that once you kind of say Winterbock or anything other than just Bock, it generally, from my experience, it starts to become much darker. Like they start putting lots of roasted malts in the beer. But I'm humble enough to stand here and say that, you know, I don't know everything about German beer. I don't know everything about all the beers out there. I've always said that this for me is a learning process. It's me standing in front of a camera, drinking a beer, and every now and again you're going to get it wrong. You're going to get it wrong. So, as we've poured the rest out, it is quite hazy now. It is quite hazy. It's amber in colour. Let's get the aroma then. Winter spices. There we go. It's not really that dark, but it has the winter spices. Peppery, spicy. Nutty. It's like lemony aroma to it. It smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Very nice. Very, very nice beer. There's a nice level of carbonation in this beer. It's just, I like to hold the beer in my mouth. Just hold it there, getting all the flavours together, and then the carbonation was just kind of just tickling round, just pushing the beer on the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. And that flavour is nutty, bready, biscuity, spicy, peppery. A nice balance between the sweetness of the malt coming through and the nice balance of the hops on the back end, the bitterness coming through on the back end. So a nice balance to the beer. It's really quite nice. I'll tell you what I have done. I've left, the wonderful Sebastian wrote me the English text on the back. What's on the back of the label, it's all in German here. He's wrote it all in English for me, but I've gone and left it in the bar. So what we'll do, we got another beer. We are going to review another beer later on. I will for this beer, not in this beer review. I'll be doing it in a different. But if we look to in the future or in the past or whenever you come across this, the Sternquell Bock beer at 6.9% ABV will have the English notes to go with it. But, you know, we've got this. We've got this. It's a spicy winter ale. That's nutty and bready and biscuity. It's been brewed for the winter months as a sort of a German Christmas style beer. It won't be that different from the back of the label. I've read many a label in my time. So we will, you know, with this one, we will give it a guess. But what I'm impressed about with this beer is if you rock it back and forth, you can see, just look at that. You can just see the great head retention. The Germans have got such a great, like they set the bar so high so long ago. What I mean by that is they've been brewing fantastic beers in Germany for centuries and centuries and centuries. And long ago they set the bar really high. And every time I try a beer from Germany, it's generally excellent. It's really, really excellent. Thought through, good quality. The brewers out in Poland and Germany and the Czech Republic, they have to go to college and universities to know this stuff. And it's very important that they know this stuff because they need to be able to brew at a really good quality. That's where I think the level should be everywhere in the world. I'm not saying you need a qualification to work in. I just kind of said that, but I mean, if you're good enough, yeah, you can work at a brewery. But the way the Germans do it, the bar's set high, and the bar will always be set high, and that's because they really, I mean, they really respect their beer. You know, it's right up there with doing a top job, you know, doing engineering or something like that. You know, they really kind of value their brewing industry in Germany. And you can tell just by drinking this beer. I'm going to rate it. Einsiedler Winterbock Zwickel, 6.2% ABV. Lovely looking beer. Lovely good aroma to it. Lovely taste. And I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!